Hello. How's everybody doing out there? That's right. Tuesday, your favorite day of the week where you actually hear a guy talk car shit like you and your boys talk car shit. Not some guys filtering themselves. Not some guys saying the word map tune. What the fuck is a map tune? Can anybody out there tell me what the fuck a map tune is? Some puro pinche 956 a la verga cuz said, all you need to run 85 in any car is a map tune. You're like, wow, okay, so if your car is getting built by that guy, pick it up. Shit's over with those couple of words that he said. All right, so today what we're going to talk about is the downfall of the EV. It is nuts, and a lot of people are going to say, Alex, I think you're jumping the gun. I don't think it's going to be gone yet. Well, this is the way I look at it. The economy sucks. The only way EVs are viable and acceptable is if you have a massive tax credit. Without a tax credit attached, let's just say, allure of buying a battery electric vehicle is not there. You can buy a Honda Accord for $40,000, get 350-mile range, and be a happy cat and fill up maybe $50 a week. I know, it sounds like a lot, but then you can buy a comparable Tesla, let's say a Model S non-plaid, probably charged 3 times a week, at about $15 each or $20 each. But the only way you would say, well, it's more expensive for the Tesla S than the Accord, well, I get a $7,500 kickback from the government. That's right. They're subsidized, basically, for lack of a better word. A lot of the electrification future is being pushed on you by the government. Now, the government is spending like a drunken sailor. We can barely pay down the interest on the $30+ trillion debt that we have. But now all of a sudden interest rates go up because you got to pay back that money to the Fed. So that means interest rates go up. Incentives aren't really that attractive anymore because now your car goes from being a 4%, 3% vehicle to a 7, 8, 9% vehicle. Bye-bye. Even with the incentives, it's no good. But that really kicked Ford, Chevy, and Dodge in the nuts because they're US-based companies. So is Tesla, but Tesla is only making electric cars. We'll talk about how Ford begged and almost strong-armed a lot of the dealers to pay upfront a $1 million or $500,000 fee to have the rights to sell EVs on their lot. Dealers did it, and now they're stuck with a bunch of Mustang, Mach-E GTs, Mach-Es, and F-150 Lightnings on the lot, and nobody is buying them because the interest rates are high, the incentives are over, and sucking off the tit of the government is long gone. And if a Republican-led, whether it be DeSantis, Vivek, or Trump, get in, do you think that's going to continue the EV car's demise, or it's going to prop it up? It'll be the opposite, especially if Poppy Trump gets in there. He will cut all ties to any EV stuff. We'll talk about an article that Ford basically is selling everything. It's over, Johnny. It's over, and we'll see how all that goes. But not before Mr. Bill O'Reilly says hello to the people here.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
That's right, it sucks. It always sucks. But what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I do know what you're saying. Let them 2 Auto Solution, Rami Zainan, 2 Auto Solution. ¿Qué hace, puto? In Puerto Rico, gonna have a rental or a half-mile event going on this weekend. Check them out. 2 Auto Solutions. Gonna see if we can go 180 plus with most of their Mustangs. Race Motive, he's alive. He was released by Putin. He's good. Glad to have him back. Race Motive. DNAPperformance.com. DNAP Performance. Still check out some deals. They might have some leftover shit. Nobody bought nothing around Black Friday. It was dead as fuck. But DNA still's got the deals. Partrun.com. They got a Hellcat and Trackhawk. Hellcat and Trackhawk alert at you know where. That's right. As fuck, they got one in stock. Check them out. Conquerformance.com. UltimateHead.com. PMAS. Nick James PMAS. Calmer Transmission. CalmerTransmission.com. Calmer Transmission on Instagram. Calmer Transmission everywhere. Giving you vengeance clutch options on his website. Check them out, calamartransmission.com. Let's say hi to the people here, and let's get after it. Coyote Furry, India Lee, 2000 MCR. First people say hello. Darren, Travis, Joe, Coca-Cola, the best. What car did he own that I said was awesome? 3-valve? Who knows? Anthony, Pito Chiquito, Calle Bravo, Honks, hello. Diego, JD Swag, RoboStyle, Sam Morales, 101 RTR. Nate Dogg, Monty 540, Paul Sachs, Mr. Drek, Smoking, Mr. Drek again, D-Rock Fox again. Deuce Janet, Matthew Nichols, Gabriel, Rabba Yago, D-Rock Fox, Angel Puerto Rico, Evan Smith, Rocco Zioli, 13 Pro Cal, Dustin Garrison, Boxy Luxury, Monty Rogers, Maki Mock, Helen Stocks, 13 Pro Cal, Monty Rogers again. Gabriel, Kellen Stocks, Vix Lab, Josue, excuse me, Sanchez, Ilian Phelps, Gabriel Rabago, Butcher, Corey, Smokin' Dixon, Boxy Luxury, Matt Oliver, Lewis, SVT, All Things Boost. Let's get all the way to the bottom so we don't sit here and say names all day. Five-Way Josh, Ashton 5.0, Elva Galarga, Ace Rivera, B Lightning, Smack One, Maki Mock, David Hale, Rican 5.0, Smack One, Only Stang, and Mr. Prime. Let's read the article together. Ford cuts back on major EV investments and jobs at Michigan battery plant from electric November 21st. Actually, this is not it. This is, where's the article? Dealers. There was an article where 400 dealers opted out of the program. Electric, November 27th, 2023. The author is Peter Johnson, giving credit where credit is due. After asking its dealer to join it on an epic journey of sustainable expansion, Ford revealed over 2/3 of its dealers joined almost years ago. However, close to 400 dealers have dropped out of the program since then. Ford asked its dealership to network to become a parties of the automaker's revolutionary EV transformation last year. In December, CEO Jim Farley, CEO, no, where is he? Where's CEO Jim Farley? I don't have. Did I get rid of take that? I did get rid of take that Elon Musk. Who cares? He said that 1,920 dealers joined the program. Of them, 1,659 dealers chose the higher certified elite tier. The other 261 went with the certified tier. The lower level requires $500,000 initial investment and includes repair and maintenance of one public DC fast charger for around $1 million. One repair and maintenance of one DC charger for a dealership? Oh my lord. For around $1 million, dealers can opt up for the higher elite tier, which includes an additional fast charger, demo units, rapidly replenishment, and a presence on Ford.com. An Automotive News report last week revealed that Ford would ease the EV dealer requirements following the changes in the market, aka Tesla lowering prices, aka interest rates being high, aka demand for EVs are way down, especially Ford EVs, because they fucking suck. The program has been met with fair share of criticism. Last week, Illinois State Motor Vehicles Board handed Ford dealers a victory after 26 of them argued the company's EV program violated state laws. The changes include fewer L2 chargers and an extended installation deadline. Dealer training will also be cut in half to about $20,000. So, what is happening? What you're seeing is a huge shift, and this is why. Model Y. The Model Y you can get into. These are the three models. The Model Y, the base version, is $32,890. Again, this is including a $3,600 gas saving. This is just playing with numbers, but let's just say, let's just take it at face value. Model Y, $32,890. The long range, $37,890. The Model Y Performance, $41,390. The Model 3, the base is $28,490. The Model 3 long range is $35,490, and the 3 Performance is $44,990. The Model X, the big SUV, the regular X is $68,000. The Plaid is $91,000 here. The Model S, regular Model S, $71,000. Model S Plaid, $86,000. So the Y and the 3 is what Ford is going up against. And you can get into a Model Y or a 3 for under $20,000 for the base version and under $35,000 for the base version of the Model Y. How the fuck is Ford going to compare to that with their junk ass UAW built pieces of shit that don't run a number, that don't have extended range, that don't go watt for more than 5 seconds? It is subpar, and the people are figuring it out. But the other thing is the financing is shit right now. You can't finance a new vehicle unless your credit score is 850 to be under 5%. It's damn near impossible because the interest rates are high. The economy is not doing well, period. So it's less enticing to get into EVs, which tells me everything I need to know about EVs. EVs are only worth it when the government is pushing it down your throat and you're giving them preferential treatment. Give preferential treatment to ICE vehicles. Watch them sell. If tomorrow Bobby Trump became, the president again, he goes, I don't know, I'm going to make a new law that F-350 diesels have a $10,000 tax credit. And, oh, by the way, let's just say a ridiculous vehicle that shouldn't get a tax credit gets a tax credit. Do you think sales will go up or stay flat on whatever gets a tax credit? It's not that hard to figure out. It's really not that hard to figure out. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about a pro mod today at Bradenton Motorsports Park. Twin turbo pro mod with a Proline motor went 5.3 in the quarter. Guys, I'm old enough to remember 490s in the quarter was top fuel dragster and funny car times. And then they cut it down to the 1,000-foot mark, which skewed everything. For a while, they were running a quarter mile. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Top Fuel has cut it down to 1,000 feet. So the numbers don't make sense to me anymore. But I remember as a kid, anything in the fours was ridiculous. Like ridiculous performance. So now there's a pro mod, and I'll show you that video if you guys give a shit. I'll pull it up on Facebook because it's everywhere on Facebook. Everyone and their mother is putting it out there that this pro mod went stupid number. Why the hell did it open a new tab? I don't even know why that happened. My God, this computer went all crazy. I'll show you that real quick, and then we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. But seeing this pro mod with a Proline motor run 5.3 in the quarter, it kind of blew me away because, again, when you're a kid and you see Top Fuel flames coming out the bitch, and the car ends up running a ridiculous number, and this is a door slammer. This is not a funny car deal. This is not an alcohol that whatever. I mean, it probably is on some kind of ridiculous alcohol or methanol. Where the hell? The Lunds posted it on the group chat, and I don't know, it just fucking disappeared all of a sudden. Where is it? It's and everyone is posting it everywhere. So if you're a member of all these forums, you'll see everyone posting this video that I'm about to pull up right now. Check it out. 5.3 in the quarter. Proline motor equipped, twin turbo. Like that doesn't make sense to me, guys. Of McFarland Racing. That's why I don't go to that fucking track. They embrace the bullshit. And the best part about this video is check out the camper at the end of the track. No, go down. Oh, where's the camper? Where's the... Okay, I'll find it. Fuck it. I gotta show you the camper. The camper was fucking hilarious. Literally, they let cars cross in the middle of a run like that, and I'm like, probably don't want to do that. Let me go find it. A camper crosses right in the middle of all that shit. Oh, come on, internet, let's go. God damn it. I pay $300 for internet a fucking month. It should be fucking flying, like ridiculous. This thing takes a sweet time. Let me see if I can find a screenshot of that car about to hit a camper at 270 miles an hour. Yeah, check this out. Look at this. If you look at the other videos, this thing is going down the track and it's about to hit a camper. That's right. They let a camper cross in front of it. Obviously, it's way further down the track, but pretty fucking stupid, huh, Bradenton? Good job on that shit. Some dumbass shit going on over there. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. EV is done, in my opinion. The end of this administration has to go into re-election mode in 6 months, and they're not going to start rocking the boat with crazy stuff. An administration gets aggressive in the first year. Then after that, it's midterms, and then they get back on the cycle over and over. Crazy shit like that. Can we pretend EVs didn't exist, please? Enough is enough. Chris, get the fuck out of here if you don't like it. How's that? EVs are great. It's just the government push for EVs aren't great. That's all. But EVs outperform gas cars in every way, shape, or form. Off-road, quarter mile, anything. A technology. So please, stop. Jesus Christ. Some dealers after January 1, says Dylan McAllister, will no longer work on EV Fords at the dealership even if they sold it. Whoa. Predictions on when the last gas-powered Mustang will roll off the assembly line. Nobody cares. I don't care what Mustang does anymore. I am done with New Ford. Fuck New Ford. New Ford can suck my dick. When they become tunable, I'll give a shit. Until then, I don't care about the 24 Mustang. I don't care about anyone saying anything. Like, it's very obvious that there's going to have to be a stupid workaround, and you cannot natively tune the new S650 Mustang. So as a tuner, I don't care. You buy yourself a 23 and under and run a number with the 23 and under with either RTDs or N gauges. And vaya con Dios. What the hell did he say here? 300 a month, you're funny. 300 a month, you're funny. Yeah, 300 a month. I'm paying 300 a month for internet. I work online. File transfers have to be instant. Gen 3 files are huge. Downloading logs all day. All I do is download shit and upload shit all day. Why would I have slow internet if my job depended on it? Toyota was smart and got with the hybrid. Now remember Recon 5.0? Everybody was making fun of Toyota because Toyota said we're not gonna go full hardcore EV because we think that is not necessarily novelty, but not everyone loves EV. The only places people love EVs is when they get government money to buy them or a tax incentive. If you were to put them up against each other with no tax incentive, people will opt for the ICE vehicle. I would say more than 70% of the time. Let's say you got a Model 3 in front of you, and you got a Corolla in front of you. And you said, I can gas up anywhere in this Corolla and get 400 miles, 400 miles or 450 miles a tank. Or I can get the Model 3. I don't live in a house where I can have a charger put in. I have to depend on public stuff and charges in about an hour or change, or 40 minutes. You're going to get the Corolla if both are the same price. The Corolla gets more of a range and it's more convenient. But if you have one of them that has a $7,500 tax credit, you're going to buy the one that gives you the tax credit. That's just how it is. I was interested in EVs until the government started trying to force it down your throats. I'll stick with my V8. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I did not get any type of response from Ford Performers. You won't. You really won't. Said, okay, does Lund pay any of the percent of quick internet, or is just a job requirement? It's not a job requirement, Oliver Bryan. I'm one of these psychos that if Lund is allowing me to work from home, I will cover the cost of the internet. No problem. They're paying me very well. I am very well compensated for what I do for Lund, so I get the fastest internet possible. Plain and simple, because I want to do my job extremely quickly. And you know the nice thing about being remote is that when they have a power outage, I'm still chugging along. I'm still doing tickets. So there is a bit of a redundancy there. But when I'm out, like, I rarely lose power here. So as I say that, watch a transformer just fucking... Actually, two days ago, the power was going in and out because the transformer had blown up outside. Look at the first Gen Prius. Everyone still talks down on them. But guess what? There's still a Gen 1 rolling around today and not just a few of them. Oliver Bryan, I'm pretty sure Alex pays for his own internet. I do. I wonder if Tesla could make an ICE vehicle better than Ford can make an EV vehicle. Well, this is the problem. The dirty little secret about EVs is the amount of petroleum-based vehicles, machinery, and electricity required to make an EV is hilarious. Lithium mining, cobalt mining, shipping the stuff, because you don't mine in the US, shipping the stuff, and then processing the stuff, making the stuff, powering the machines that make the stuff is, I would say, at least 80% petroleum based, whether it's natural gas or what they call fossil fuel. So I think it's hilarious. And you could tell that Elon usually doesn't mention that. Nobody has interviewed Elon Musk that knows anything about how to word it properly, and let's hear it from his fucking mouth. If you were to account percentage-wise how much of your Tesla is made, meaning from beginning to end, the mining of the cobalt, the making, the powering of the electricity, how much of your plant is powered by a natural gas plant, blah, 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 natural gas, your electricity is gotten from, how much, and he would probably say it doesn't matter because it works out in the end. No, you got to stick the screws to them. It's probably at least 80%. Without petroleum-based fuel or fossil fuels, there is no EV car. There is no electricity for EV cars. And people are not letting you make nuclear power plants. So if you're not allowing new coal, new liquid-fired power plants, or nuclear, solar can only do so much. Elva Galaga says, no need for Lund to cover the internet costs. What Alex saves on gas by not commuting to work covers the internet cost. Yeah, exactly. Look, I had the slow internet, and once Gen 3 came out, and that's how you know how fast and how much information is in a file. When I upload a Gen 3 file, it takes 4 seconds, 5 seconds. A Gen 1, less than a second. A Gen 2, less than 2 seconds. But a Gen 3 file is 4 or 5 seconds at the speeds that I have going on right now. So it's worth it to me because I can fly through tickets. If I had regular internet, I'd be 10 seconds to upload a Gen 3 file, 5 seconds too. And when you do the math over the course of 60 tickets or 70 tickets a day, and the replies, and the data log reviews, and the tune changes, it's worth it to me to have the fastest internet. Tesla could probably make a killing providing hybrid retrofitting for different brands. Well, they do that, but they don't sell the battery pack with a motor, like a control pack, but they should. So I understand you guys don't like electric powered anything, and I understand that. Whatever. If you ever saw what an electric bike can do, like an electric dirt bike or an electric street bike, you would be blown away how capable an electric street bike is. Is it expensive? Abso-freaking-lutely. But is it capable? Yes. You don't think a electric motor powered anything is a better off-road vehicle than any gas vehicle? I get it. The charging is different, but let's just say you're going up and down dunes. Do you guys go on Twitter at all? Go to Twitter and type in Tesla, and there's a Tesla Model Y beating the crap out of a Raptor up a sand dune, like destroying it. It's not even close. So I like the power potential. I don't like the government push. Do you think the older 350s with some miles on them are okay with oil consumption issues, or stick with a 19 plus? I think any GT350 is fine. You gotta just pay attention. I believe a lot of the oil consumption stuff that you talk about is people that road race the shit out of their cars all the time. I know Chris Cervenka from Steeda blew up his Gen 1 GT350 motor, but I don't know how much abuse that motor had beforehand. I don't think a GT350 motor is a viable road race motor that you can take it's not a Porsche GT3. A Porsche GT3 you can drive every day, go to the track, a full day of track flogging, drive it home, it's going to be fine. I can't say that for a flat plane crank GT350. It doesn't give me the confidence. A Viper does, a ZR1 does, a Z06 does. For some reason, I have this feeling that Coyotes in general are fragile, especially the Voodoo. If you get in a Voodoo, just sit in it and idle. Just let it idle. It shakes. It shakes. Do they make power? Absolutely. Do they make gobs of power? Sure. Can you make easy power with low boost? Sure. Is it a fragile engine? Stock? I think so. I'm not. Gen 2 is better. But I think overall, depending on how you flog it, like when Cletus wanted to put a Coyote in his Crown Vic to do burnout contests, everyone said no. Get yourself an old 4.8 LS 5.3, and it'll take that kind of abuse, just flogging and dumb shit, a lot easier. A Coyote does not. The slapping of the chains, it's very prone to harmonics. I don't think a Coyote in stock form is awesome. A built Coyote, absolutely. But in stock form, or even a stock Voodoo, I think they're on the fragile side still. Imagine power cars would make without carbon, the EPA. Exactly. BS, that electric power washer you purchased was putting in work. Absolutely. I love that thing. Craig Walls in the house? Where's Craig Walls? I didn't see him here. He says, at Craig Walls, all they did was extort money from people in the name of green energy bullshit. What did Craig Walls say? He said, the government should have poured money into hybrid instead of only electric if they really cared about progressing away from ICE vehicles. Guys, you know I have been a proponent of hybrid technology forever. I don't know why. I think we came to this moment in our evolution too fast. Let me explain. If you look at the evolution of the motor, the internal combustion engine, it really hasn't changed all that much in 100 years, right? The four-stroke motor has been the same concept for 100 plus years. Gas in, fills up, explodes, comes down, out. So you just have derivatives of that. There hasn't been a leap forward in propulsion for a very long time. Now with the advent of EV, you're seeing a insanely efficient propulsion mechanism. So the problem is combining the two. Now, I am very interested in not rotary, but there was different types of engines that do not have a cylinder head per se. And I think it's going to require something like that. A revolutionary ICE engine that is compact, makes good torque and good horsepower, takes away the four-stroke thought process, and combine that with electric for packaging. And I think we are not there in our evolution yet. See, I love the thought of going to space and becoming a spacefaring species. Like, we're going to literally live on the moon one day, in Mars one day. We're going to have spaceships. I love Star Trek. I'm a psycho Trekkie. And I am sad that I live in the year 2023, where we have a fucking senile old man in the White House, shits his pants all the time. We're worrying about the weirdest shit. And there hasn't been a huge leap forward in evolution with internal combustion engines. We're still burning, quote unquote, dinosaurs to make energy. So I think the hybrid stuff is difficult because of the current evolution of internal combustion engine is too big. And the current EV situation is not efficient enough to be packaged small so it could work properly. There has to be some kind of weird ion drive, crazy weird stuff that needs to happen. And I'm always looking into efficient internal combustion engine designs, but there just hasn't been a leap forward in over 100 years. Like, don't you guys think that's crazy? You saw what cell phones were versus what they are. If you're over 35 years old, you saw what phones were versus what they are now. What? If you're super young, 18 to 23, do yourselves a favor. Go to Steve Jobs Introduces iPhone on YouTube. To you, that seems very normal. Hell, even babies now know where to swipe, what to hit, boom, 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 boom. They know how to manipulate a phone. When that guy introduced the swiping and the this and that, when Steve Jobs sat there and took out a phone from his pocket, looked up on the internet on the phone, the nearest Starbucks, it showed him where they all were. He hit a button, he called it. I went, holy shit! Leap forward. And now everything uses a similar interface. With ICE engines, there just hasn't been a big evolution. There hasn't been a big leap forward. And I think it's because it's the status quo. The status quo. It's easy to build. There's no money in... Imagine what would happen to energy prices if somebody invented an insanely efficient, powerful ICE engine. He would die. He'd die. He'd get shot. Because big oil's got to make their money, big energy's got to make their money. They're not gonna allow you to have element 115 powered engines that just bends gravity in front of a vehicle and propels it forward. That's crazy talk. There's no money in that. Why do you think allergy pills last 3 hours? Because they need you to buy more, asshole. Don't you think there's a pill somewhere that'll kill your allergies forever? I think so. Sorry, I get off a tangent. Henry Ford was going to do electric first, but Big Oil said, no. Hybrid is only an issue for the poor. You don't see hybrid supercars owner pissy about it, but that's not their main car. Ken Phillips. Hybrid supercar owners have a gas-guzzling W16 Bentley driving them around. Mini Batman says Nokia Snake for the win. I'm watching this show on a Nokia right now while playing Snake. Good evening, Teals have boosted. Big Shot Flounder says the phone with no buttons. The Nextels were dope, and my first phone had the flip-up keyboard. I didn't grow up with a smartphone. I'm old enough to remember beepers and payphones. This EV news is shocking. Funny. Yep, I had a beeper. I was a pimp in elementary school. Koenigsegg makes one. No, they don't. They run a 32-valve V8. I am talking about the ICE engine, not the little hub-mounted motor that costs $50,000 a hub. The ICE motor takes up too much real estate. That's all. A powerful, over 400 or 500 horsepower ICE motor is at least 6-cylinder twin turbocharged or a big V8. 32 valves. Big cylinder head looking thing. So if they were able to make 400 horsepower and something as big as the palm of your hands and it's ICE, they can package it with hybrid stuff a lot easier. And I think that's why the push isn't there. How much heavier is a Power Boost F-150 over a regular F-150? Because of the motor, the battery pack, and all of the components to make it all work is ridiculously heavy. Saw a great Lexus commercial the other day. It was a plug-in hybrid, and the EV for short trips. Okay. What's the next? One of the biggest problems with EVs is the infrastructure. If charging was available as fuel would take off the carriage, it was put before the horse. And that's the thing about our point right now in evolution. You're going to look back at this time in evolution, and people, let's say, we evolve. Again, this is me watching Star Trek way too much. Let's say we all evolve. Money is not necessary, because let's be honest, money is fucking stupid, right? Like somebody the other day heard that there was an asteroid that had a bunch of gold in it. Listen to this thought process. This is the type of people that live in the United States. Could you imagine if that asteroid, we can grab some of the gold and bring it here? I'm like, well, then that means there's more gold. So the gold that you have is worth less. No, Alex, you don't understand. If that asteroid comes here, we can mine the gold. I'm like, so then the gold that is left on Earth is less valuable. That's how it works. That's why the dollar doesn't make sense. If you pump up more dollars, your dollar is worth less. That's why a Coca-Cola 20 ounce used to be $1.50. Now it's $2.09 because they just pump more money into the system. So that's the type of people that we have in the United States. But let's say, for instance, we evolve like in the next generation, right? In Star Trek, the next generation, there was a big war, everything got wiped out, and then people started from scratch again, and money wasn't a thing. Poverty wasn't a thing. We took care of poverty. Anyway, we were so evolved. We just wanted to learn more about the cosmos. And we took off. And we said, fuck money. I don't think we're ever going to get there. Like right now, there's still guys that think that Chevy and Ford are in a weird war still. Keith Ray the other day put up a post. And he's like, I got to thank my pops. And that post touched me because, you know, a relationship with your father is invaluable. The relationship we men here on this chat, especially car guys, have with our fathers made us who we are today. So he said, hey, my father helped me out. We towed my truck. He has a Ford F-550. Transmission blew up on the way to run mod nats. His father ended up picking up the truck and blah, 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 blah. And then I chimed in on his post and I said, fuck Ford. I wouldn't fuck with the F-550. I would trade that bitch in and get anything else. Does that mean I love Chevy? No. Does that mean I love Dodge? No. It just means Ford ain't shit. Sorry. So somebody in that post was like, oh, Chevy, you're saying Chevy's better? I never said Chevy's better. We are so devolved. We are so Neanderthal-like. Aliens don't even want to appear in front of us. If an alien came down and was like, hola, what's going on, Holmes? This is all bullshit. There's a bunch of other planets out there. Come on with us. We'd shoot them. And we'd put them up as a trophy. And I'm like, wait, that was our path to enlightenment. We were going to change the trajectory of the humans. No, we shot them. That's how it is. So I have no hope that anything worthwhile for humanity is going to be made by any company. No, like hybrid, why would you do that? Why would you make a hybrid engine coupled with a EV and have it get 1,000 miles a charge or whatever, infinite energy and clean to take care of any emissions issues or smog issues big cities have? No, there's money to be made anywhere. Again, I am highly allergic to everything around this time of year. And this comes to me every time I take a Benadryl or a Zyrtec or an Allegra. I'm like, if they can find out how this one little pill can block allergies for 3 hours, why isn't there one pill that blocks it for a week? Because there's money in the comeback. Drug dealers are not going to sell you a drug that keeps you high for a week. Drug dealers are going to get a brick, cut it again, and then cut it again, and sprinkle in some paprika or some shit, and there's your shit. It lasts for an hour or two. Now you need more, come back, make more money. That's all it is. You'll never see a huge leap forward in evolution. And if you do, the inventor will get shot. Wasn't there a guy that invented a car that ran on water and he ended up dead as fuck? I'd love to hear about that. The EV infrastructure is way down the road. We don't even have the adequate generation for the current load, minus the millions of EVs. Been a Ford fan my whole life. Sucks to have to hate Ford now. Show us the South Park Space Money clip. Right, Space Cash. So, Space Cash. So, in the South Park episode, Space Cash, Baby Farts McGee's at. Baby Farts McGee. There we go. Space Cash, South Park. God damn it. So, in the episode, No Space Cash, a alien landed, okay, and said, oh, I'm on the run from the space cops, see? Don't tell them nothing, right? And he goes, I got a bunch of space cash on the ship, right? And everyone's like, ooh, he's got space cash? Not knowing that space cash is worth nothing unless you assess a value to it. So people stole his space cash, and Mexicans built water parks, which makes sense, in their countries, and people just spent it like drunken sailors. Space cash. Where is it? Here we go.
Extend.
Let me see. Space cash. There we go.
Oh, come on, England. You got just as much of the space cash as everyone else.
Yeah, so anyway, that's a great episode. If you guys have never seen the Baby Farts McGee's episode on South Park, where an alien lands and they kill him, and then they take his cash, and the space cops want to know what's going on with the space cash, bro. We're here. We are there in this part of evolution. If you were to see a graph of where we are at in our evolution, we're barely above like Neanderthal, like barely above it. There was a hydrogen-powered dune buggy, bro. Then they said he was poisoned and died like a day or two later. D. Wall says, I'm curious, how bad do EVs suffer from extreme weather when it comes to the battery's range of the vehicle? Generally, electric battery... battery electric vehicles like like warmth. What the hell? Alexa, bitch. That bitch is just playing everything. She's playing Creed. Why is she playing Creed? What is happening? For some reason, she's playing Creed all day. They like warmth. I worked at a dock, and the dock had a bunch of electric forklifts, and the dock was exposed to the weather, meaning there was no HVAC in the dock. The dock was open. The EVs were absolutely, the electric forklifts ran like absolute shit. No, I'm not going to let Creed play because then I get copyright restricted and I'm good. Yeah, exactly. I told her to play it. Playlist exposed. Actually, I was listening to it earlier. I was making fun of his accent. Both the super low mileage gas engines and the first hybrid engine builders, I believe they are both dead. Right. I thought we would have flying cars by now ever since Back to the Future came out. I was a kid. I would sit in my high school or grade school, and this is what I would do. How old am I going to be in the year 2000? So I would take 2000 and then subtract the year I was born in, because that's how you do it, stupid. And I go, wow, what am I going to look like when I'm like 22 years old? And what are the cars going to be like? I think it's going to be cool. And you know what we have now? We have awesome free porn. We have like the best, you name it. You name it. You want Asians farting in your mouth? Just type it in for free on Pornhub. And it just shows up. That's our evolution. Like, we have basically become very refined at pleasure. There's 8,000 types of chocolate. There's 500 types of soda. But there isn't one fucking ice car that gets a 500-mile range and makes 500 horsepower. I'm like, can you start over? Says Gregory Upvich. Mustang Manny says Creed is awesome. The Smoking Joe hacked Alexa. Aliens hacked Alexa. I should just shut this thing off. Watch her say something.
I don't know that one.
I'm going to shut it off. I should have taken this thing out of here. And we have Taquache porting the stock manifold and body both of. Okay, so a lot of you on Instagram sent me a clip of a puro pinche 956 a la verga, cuz.
Puro pinche 956 a la verga, cuz.
Saying, hey, orale, you want to know a taboo? Hey, oh, you don't need a tune to run you don't need a injector to run the 85. And the guy's like, what? He goes, Dad, you don't need a tune, you just need a map tune. I go, a map tune? Can you tell me what a map tune is? Map tune. So you know he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. The moment he says it, all you need is a map tune. You mean a tune? So, is he incorrect? No. The car will idle on the 85 just with a tune change. Sure. The moment you give it gas, that's where it ends. Especially on boosted coyotes. Oh, but I wasn't talking about boosted coyotes. I think he intended to say the car can run on ethanol with just a tune, but that doesn't mean it's going to run well. And I agree with him. The moment you go wide open throttle on a Gen 1 Mustang with a stock injector and a stock pump, with a high-rise manifold or a high-revving manifold, a.k.a. AT manifold or Boss intake or 350 intake, bitch runs out of fuel. Seen it many times. And no, map tune, what the fuck is a map tune, is gonna fix that issue. The battery's way too much. They put the vehicle over the street weight limit. We have evolved cars. We have evolved to cars and humans running off of meth. Yeah, so what did you think was gonna happen in the year 2020? I'm blown away we are still talking about the same shit we were talking about in the 80s and 90s. 80s and 90s, we were talking about shitty politics, government collusion with narco trafficking and shit that's going on in Cuba and Colombia and all this crazy stuff. and car and hot rods were running 12s and 11s. Now we're just a little quicker and we have better porn. That's it. Hey Alex, I want to run meth on my Turbo Gen 3 to keep temps low. What kit should I use? Ray, NA or boosted? Because you have to be super specific with me. You can't just say, I just want to run, turbo. It says Turbo Gen 3. Well, honestly, why don't you, if you have an air-to-air intercooler and you're making like 900, I get it. I get wanting to use meth to cool it down. A snow performance, alky, just get one of those. They're probably shit, but they work. It's just depending on how much you want to use. I wouldn't really, and then what are you going to use to cool it? Are you going to use water meth injection or are you going to use M1 to cool it? And then on Mustangs, because they're always trimming fuel, it's not like a Chevy where you tell it what to do. Well, previous Chevys, pre-Global B Chevys, C801 Chevys, C701, sorry. It's going to start reading rich if you have too aggressive of a nozzle in there. So what I tell people is if you're going to run meth, run just enough so that there's cooling effect, but not enough that it is trimming out fuel. And that is on you to verify the fuel trims. And if you don't know how to verify fuel trims, send it to us. Tell us the size of the nozzle. Do a watt hit. We'll see what temperature is doing. You must relocate your IAT to the manifold. MapTune is for navigation. It's for updated maps. It's Neptune's cousins. I remember as a kid, I'm 41, being pissed because I didn't want to fly in cars when I got my license. I thought Demolition Man was scared. I thought Demolition Man. I was scared. No cursing and virtual sex. So you had to buy magazines back in the day since there was no internet. Of course. Every month, I would go to Barnes & Noble and wait to see if they had a Muscle Mustangs or a Ford 5.0 magazine. Guys, it was religion. You guys that are 40, 43, 44-year-olds and up, when you were 16, 17, 18, yes, there was internet, but it was slow as shit. There was dial-up internet. If someone picked up the phone in your house, you lost internet because it was dial-up. So I would wait for the Muscle Mustangs and Fast Forwards magazines to come in. And you know one of the more disappointing things of becoming an adult is finding out that most of the people that wrote on Muscle Mustangs and Fast Forwards didn't know a goddamn thing about cars. They regurgitated what shops or tuners would tell them. And I go, oh. And that's what sucks. Like, never meet your heroes. Like, if you're like a big time, if you were like a big time Mickey Mantle fan back in the day and you had met him at one point, he was just a drunk asshole. Most of the guys that I looked up to that wrote for Muscle Mustangs and Fast Forwards, I have eclipsed their knowledge of general car knowledge. Like general basic 101 car knowledge, I destroyed. I have met these people in person and have had dinners with them and talked with them. And I go, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, do you? All the shit that you wrote in your articles was just shit people told you. None of it came from actual racing knowledge. Mind blown. My dad lowrider magazines are still laying around. What did it say here? Here's something crazy, says Justin. Oil refineries can produce higher quality gasoline-based fuels, more octane, with no increased cost to them, but it's not done due to EPA restrictions. I work in the field. I believe that 100%. AOL dial-up. Yep, exactly. Yep, I'm 43 and I used to go to the bookstore to check out those magazines all the time. Do you think the information in the magazines back then was more reliable than the forums on Facebook these days? Yes. So what would happen, in my estimation, is the writer of the article would go ahead and then go to a shop, talk about what that car, the guy at the shop would tell them what's done to the car, and then they would write about it. Nowadays, you have guys that don't know shit, have heard things second or third hand, and spew it as law. Okay, I'll give you a quick example. Let me ask you a question. If Alejandro Flores started buying Menser shocks, and then me and Menser had a deal, they would provide me a certain valving that I liked that they already have, and it's okay for me to sell it under, I don't know, YOLO douchebag performance. You would say, These YOLO douchebag performance shocks are awesome, but everyone knows they're Mensers. Imagine you live in a world where it's a Menser shock, but because I tell you it's a YOLO douchebag shock, you literally say, no, it's not a Menser shock, it's a YOLO douchebag shock. That's the world we live in today. So what happens? People that don't know anything go, what is the best shock out there? And then you look at it on Facebook, out of all places, and people are going to say, YOLO douchebag shocks are the best shocks because everyone's tagging YOLO douchebags with their shocks. So you go, oh, I think I want YOLO douchebag shocks. You've never tried them. You've never put them on your car. You've never done shit. So then you go on a forum and someone says, what are the best shocks out there? And you go, YOLO douchebag shocks. So that's the world we live in today. So I just go, let me try some shocks, put them in my car, and see what works best for me. I do that. I document it. I put it on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and make money off of it. You can believe the people that just regurgitate what the internet says, or you can believe the people that do shit and put it to practice. It's up to you. I remember dudes sending pics for Babe of the Month on 5 magazine. Love the fast forward to 5 magazines. Don't forget Crutchfield magazine in the 80s and early 90s as well. Exactly. YOLO douchebag performance stickers coming soon. Ling Long shocks. Nestor Barrio says, i.e. Admiral Peck. Same as Stegmeyer Snako on SVT Performance. Right. Do you remember the most recent example of internet buffoonery is the Godzilla motor. A guy who runs, tunes, knows intimate knowledge of the Coyote motor came to you and said, the Godzilla motor's a dud. It's too big, too heavy, and in my opinion, the technology went backwards. Because if you're going to look at a 7.3 liter Godzilla as a viable engine swap, then why not put a 6 OLS, 5.3, 6.2 or 6.3 or LS3 or LS9, or why not look at that as a viable option? It's lighter, it's pushrod. The dum-dums came out of their caves. They got up off of their race car bed, put on their Poison shirt, rolled up the Newports in the sleeve and says, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Ford just came out with a 7.3 liter engine to kill all Coyote's a dud. And then all I did was this. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait because I'm going to be proven right about this Godzilla shit. Does anyone talk Godzilla swaps right now that isn't a fucking truck? Does anyone mention Godzilla as a race engine after seeing what Senior, TKM, Brett LaSala, FFRE, and Fat House running stupid numbers, like dumb numbers? You don't hear nobody talking about Godzilla shit no more. But when it came out, I gave you my thoughts. I said, you know what? I think I'm going to be right about this. I'm going to tell you guys that it's a truck engine. It's a Winnebago engine. It's not worth shit. But y'all motherfuckers kept on with that bullshit. I'm going to reload my browser here because I want to make sure that I'm still on the air. It says I'm on the air, so I'm going to keep talking, but the playback window shut off, and I want to make sure that I'm still on for you guys. So I don't want to be gone. Okay, I'm still on. Cool. So 0, right? How many people right now saw Brett's Cargo 6.0, saw Lund Racing win Street Fighter with a stock computer and a fucking Coyote and a 6R80 in a 3,300 pound car? How many of you said Godzilla after that? How many of you said Godzilla after that? Where are you? Please tell me I got it.
Now one motherfucker.
Where the fuck are you at, bitch? Stupid.
Now one motherfucker.
None of you motherfuckers said nothing. And then when your favorite Super Dave took off his Godzilla shit, put in a Coyote motherfucker, and went almost a half second quicker, how many of y'all motherfuckers said I wish I had a Godzilla in there?
Not one motherfucker.
Fuck you. But on the forums, if you believe the forums, Godzilla's the king. There's nothing better than the Godzilla. Alex is wrong. So, listen to someone that puts shit into practice, or listen to the internet forums. It's up to you. Hell, even the Godzilla spokesperson Cletus switched to the Coyote. Exactly. Look. And the thing is, if that program was run by competent people, that car would have already gone sixes. How do I know this? Well, the good thing about me is I listen. I listen really well, and I don't forget. We have a back pressure sensor in our car. We have a crankcase pressure sensor in our car. We have trans temp. We have IAT pre-post math. We have just the dumbest amount of sensors on the car. Why? Because you need data. So when I saw him go Coyote, I went, oh my God. He's going to give the Coyote a bad name. Luckily, the Coyote still performed. So when a certain somebody asked him, hey, do you have a back pressure sensor in that car? Because he goes, man, golly, I keep having to put more pressure on the dome to make 30 PSI. Right, because you probably got back pressure issues. And then they said, do you have a back pressure sensor? He goes, I call those sad sensors. Excuse me, what? I call those sad sensors because all they do is give you bad news, so I don't have them in my car. Quote, unquote. I call those sad sensors because those sensors only give me bad news. Alex, if you do think a V10 modular Ford engine with all the bits from the Coyote, R&D, VCT, good flowing heads would be far superior than Lambo, oh my God, yeah. You're telling me, in a theoretical world, please somebody do it. If somebody was crazy enough to take a Predator motor, add 2 more pistons to it, take a Coyote cylinder head, extend that bitch, and make a V10 8,000 RPM Coyote? Are you fucking smoking? That would be ridiculous. Imagine somebody devised a way of making the cam journal and everything work properly, rev high, everything vetted as fuck, engineering, just mastery. A 10-cylinder Coyote variant, fuck my ass. Not literally. Play Dan Pena again.
Not one motherfucker
Ever knew the Coyote. Oof. Kilometer says, every knew the Coyote was King Daddy. They just didn't want to admit it. Reverend Evan touts the Godzilla, and he wrote Fit a magazine. Tells you everything you need to know. See, Reverend Evan Smith, I think it's his name, Evan Smith. No offense to him. He's a writer, not a racer. He'll tell you he's a racer. He'll tell you he's a badass racer. He's been racing since I had diapers on, blah, 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 blah. The moment he starts popping off on Godzilla shit, you lose all credibility. Because the Godzilla hasn't done anything that the small block Ford hasn't already done. I repeat. Where is it? Hold on. I repeat. The Godzilla has not done anything more impressive than the small block Ford. Period. Not one thing more impressive than what the small block Ford already did. What has the Godzilla done that the fucking small block Ford hasn't already done? Nothing. So why don't you report on a fucking 460 cubic inch small block Ford? He's being paid to cover that engine. He is being paid to cover anything Ford. He has been late to the party on the Coyote Revolution. Late to the party. Because one time he'll talk about Coyote, and I go, okay, he's going on the right track. And then he'll present a Ford FE engine as if anyone gives a motherfuck about a Ford FE motor. Ever Dodge Memphis stolen? Says Anthony. Who the hell thinks Cletus is a good resource for car knowledge? Well, this is his fan base grew up. I've been doing this for 5-6 years. The lives. His fan base was 18 when he started doing Deedly Super Dave shit, and they thought it was funny. And then they started listening to him talk about cars, and they're like, oh, you don't know that much, but I'll still support you. They'll buy the hat, they'll buy the glasses, they'll buy the fucking shoes, they'll buy the dirt, they'll buy the fucking concrete, they'll buy the asphalt. And then I guarantee there's a 25-year-old guy right now looking at the Deedla Derp glasses, the straw hat, the stupid fucking shirts, and you got it, a fucking jar of asphalt. And he goes, what the fuck was I doing? And those people grew up. Now they want pussy, they want to work, they want to get some money. So now you have to capture early Gen Z. Or late Gen Z? How does that work? 10-year-olds. Some guy on YouTube, yeah, I already talked about it, Modified by Nick. I gave him a shout out. We gave him 3,000 subscribers. A little late, but good to see you, sir. Mitchell says, Oscar Hernandez, build it yourself, mate. I already talked about it. I gave him their flowers. Alex Damas strikes again. The only thing that Godzilla does better than small block Ford is cost to build for performance. I agree. But you're telling me you are gonna go out of your way to pump up the Godzilla when it still hasn't done shit better than a small block Ford. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here with that shit. I'm sick and tired of hearing that bullshit. Have you looked into the comment section? Sign of intelligent life anywhere? I'm 26 and I know my shit. Cletus keeps putting his kid out there. Just wait till his kid is old enough to take over. You know, you said it, not me. You want to open yourself up to bullshit? I don't know who's advising the dude. I don't know him from a hole in the wall, meaning I've had very short conversations with him by design. I don't hate him. I just don't want to be around him. I don't want to be around what he puts out. There's many people that I hate and dislike, and I don't talk about them or to them. They wouldn't know it. But Cletus specifically, I want nothing to do with him or his camp. Not because I dislike him. I think they're probably super nice guys. I just don't want to be around that buffoonery. I don't want to be around that fuckery. I don't want to be around or known as being in with tight. I don't want to be 1 degree separated from any of that bullshit. But I'm going to give him some advice. And this is coming from a guy who knows some stuff. Okay, I'm 45 years old. I've been around the block a little bit. Stop putting your personal shit out there. Don't put your personal shit out there. Leave your kid out of everything. Protect your kid. The first thing you should be doing is protecting that kid. That kid should not be on camera. No, it's your child. You do whatever the fuck you want. But you want to have a semi-normal life when you're not deedly derping? Keep your family safe, bro. You know how many fucking psychos are out there? You know how many weirdos are probably looking at you, seeing where you're at? How many people okay, you guys watch him, I don't. Big Block Ford, much better than the Godzilla. I agree. Thank you. What has the Godzilla done that a Big Block Ford hasn't? So, you guys watch his channel, right? Has there been an issue with his privacy ever? Has there ever been an issue with his privacy that he made public? Like, hey, y'all, I just want to let you know, man, y'all got to stop showing up to my house. Y'all got to stop bugging me and my wife at the restaurant. When I'm at the restaurant with my wife and my kids, I just want to be with my wife and my kids. I don't want to deedle a derp and entertain you. There are some psychos out there. And if you give them like the wrong Like if you just shun them, hey man, I'm busy right now, I can't get with you. That guy's gonna go, I bought your hat. You don't get it. I love you. I bought your fucking hat. And you're not gonna... I waited in the rain for 4 hours and you didn't let me sign my hat. Then you put your baby out there. Put your wife out there. Put your baby out. Protect your fucking family, dude. Stop. Stop putting people you love in front of the camera. Crazy. Crazy. You can't do that. And the thing is, oh, it's not that big of a deal. All you need to find out is there's one fucking psycho out there that's willing to take it all the way to the end. There's stands out there. There's stands for my shit. This is what I think keeps stands away from me. There is a slight threat of violence with me. There's a little, right? Like maybe you don't think so. Maybe you go, oh, let's. But you know, when you meet me in person and you say hi to me the wrong way, I'll check you right then and there, and there won't be much of a. There was a guy at Bowling Green NMRA, and I'm there, and it's a stressful time, and I'm with VMP, or I was talking to Lund or something. I was at VMP, and I'm at the tent. I'm at the VMP tent, and I'm just representing VMP, and some guy goes, "What's up, fucking asshole?" And I go, "What the fuck did you say?" And he goes, oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were cool. I don't know you. I don't know you, dude. You can't come up to me and say, "What's up, fucking asshole?" But with Deedle Durpin, he's got to be nice. And he can't come across as aggressive. But if you start putting your personal shit out there, I'm trying to give you some advice. Cut the shit, bro. There's some psychos out there. Alex, could you imagine if you let YOLO continue and fans got like that? I would have been in 30 fights by now. There have been plenty of automotive YouTubers and YouTubers in general that have had family on YouTube, then out of the blue, stop showing their family on YouTube. Then they have to make the dark, and he didn't finish. Then they have to make the reason why, and it's always because they wanted to protect their family. Exactly. Exactly. Look, let's get real here. Most people are retarded. Okay, I walk around life with the thought process that you are a fucking retard. And I am only surprised when you don't act like a retard. So if you act like a retard, I go, I'm not disappointed. You're retarded because I thought you were retarded. That's a good way of going about life. Just kind of generally walk around and go, that's a retard, that's a retard, that's a retard. Then someone says some smart shit and you're like, oh wow, you're not retarded. So when I go to tracks, I think everyone's a retard. Until they prove to me that they're not. I go, okay, cool. Let's get chill. Imagine if I would have had a girl I was dating on. Imagine if I would have had my dad, my mom, my brother, my sister, and then someone recognizes them out and about and says, you know, I don't like what your brother, sister, son, daughter, boyfriend is putting out there. I think he's a bit of a bitch. Tell him I said so. Guys, I've had people come up to my face and say, Alex, I don't like your F-150. I think it's ugly. And I'm like, who the fuck asked you? I don't remember asking you. It's like they think they're in my life. I'm not in your life. People don't understand the character and the person in real life. His missus got stalked for a while ago and it went to court. Oh, really? Ain't that a fucking surprise? Don't put anyone you love on the channel. If you want to be a reality TV star, go for it. But don't be surprised when you have reality TV star issues. People don't understand public situations. If you see someone is busting ass, stand back and learn something. If they ain't doing shit, then meet and greet people. That's what I do. No, you know what they do, insane? You know what they do? They come up to you in the middle of you changing a tire, bro. I'm wrenching, I'm doing this, I'm moving around, and the guy will go, hey, Alex, let me get a picture. And I almost have to go, asshole, don't you see I'm fucking busy? I get it. You want to say hello, but there's a time and place. And if I'm sitting down having a Coca-Cola or a sandwich, chilling and sitting in front of the car while there's a lot of downtime, sure, say hello. But if I'm busting my ass in the pits or doing something generally, don't come up to me and say hi, bro. Leave me alone. Yes, And Anthony, yes. But she fucked up. She started wearing the shirts with my shit on it, and people found out who she was. Oscar Hernandez says, I remember you did a live on the dating channel with Maintenance Girl, and you didn't show her face or anything. Nope. Why would I ever? That's crazy talk. You got to protect the people you care about. I wanted to get an opinion of a female. She did great, and never showed her face. I would never show anyone who I care about's face on this channel. I didn't finish because I ran out of space and had to continue another space. Tyler's going to read another Florida man and his family. Right. Yes, Oliver Bryan, I think she wanted the attention. I think she liked the fact that she was recognized as someone involved with me. It gave her a bit of a high, and it was really off-putting. And that kind of put a sour taste in my mouth for everything. I'm like, oh, okay, she likes to be a star fucker a little bit. I'm good. I'm going to pass on that. So, yeah, we ain't talking no more. Haven't talked forever. So, what are you going to do? Potential Lund Tuning Scammer says, didn't someone find out where one of the girls from the dating channel live or gym went to? Yes, they did. They're psycho. Hello. Just making the show, says WM. I remember seeing you tune for VMP at Route 66 back around 2015. I was going to say hi and thank you for the laughs, but you looked like you were busting your ass and looked stressed. Nope. The F out. Yeah. You're talking about Ohio? Where's Route 66? Is that Ohio? Nightmare says, we're live. We're living in an era where there's too many people who think being a Kardashian and being famous for being famous is the best career path. They don't realize that there's consequences. I don't know who's advising Cletus, but Cletus, whoever is telling you, put your baby on the channel, put your wife on the channel, put your personal life on the channel, those people are not looking out for your best interest. Believe it or not, someone like me who doesn't really follow your shit or care is probably going to give you the best advice as to what to do with personal stuff. You should never put anyone you love and deeply care for anywhere near your channel. You're Cletus, be Cletus. At home, be Garrett. And if you can't differentiate the two, don't complain when people show up in your fucking driveway, camping out, trying to get your autograph. Yeah, Joliet, yeah, NMRA, bro. That was a nightmare. Nightmare. Nitro's Bias Play says he just finished changing the clutch in a Peterbilt. Good for you. Mendoza County says, Alex, I wanted to have a 30-minute conversation with you, but you were running to stage senior, not a fan anymore. Right. That's exactly how it is. I guess no one remembers that the movie Misery with Kathy Bates, where she was the obsessed fan. What about, I'm trying to think of examples of stalkers that went so far out of their way. Oh, Jodie Foster. Do you know about Jodie Foster, stalker? You know who Jodie Foster is, right? Check it out. Jodie. For the young guys, she was on Elysium. For the old guys, she was in Contact. And Silence of the Lambs. This woman right here. Jodie Foster. That's what she looks like now. But let's look at young Jodie Foster. Young. Good. There we go. Johnny Carson show. Oh my. Yeah. So that's Jodie Foster, okay? The guy, if I'm not mistaken, the guy who shot President Reagan was her stalker. Jodie Foster, stalker, Reagan. Jodie Foster, John Hinckley, and the Ronald Reagan attempt. Exactly. There were Hinckley moved to New Haven, Connecticut at the home of Yale and tried every channel of communication in an attempt to get in contact with Jodie Foster, including letters and a telephone. And then things took an even darker turn. If you felt like you recognized Hinckley's name, that's because you do. On March 30th, 1981, Hinckley attempted to assassinate then U.S. President Ronald Reagan. He wounded the president and 3 others, but claimed that he had done it to impress Jodie Foster. Of course, this was a major incident, and it made headlines all across the U.S. Foster was accompanied by his security night and day whilst on campus. Strangely, the judge sentencing Hinckley said that Foster was innocent and was unwittingly ensnared in a third-party alleged attempt to assassinate an American president. Right. Hinckley was so taken by Jodie Foster that he said he wanted to kill the president to impress her. What about the guy who stabbed the tennis player? Do you remember that? Guy stabbed tennis player. Monica Seles. Monica Seles had a stalker stab her in the middle of a match. That's right. In the middle of a match, this guy comes up with a small knife and stabs her right in the back because he just was like so infatuated with her. Like, if I can't have her, no one has. Stop putting your personal shit on social media. Go to my page right now. Go on Facebook. Go to my page. Check out how many pictures I got of my dad, my sister, my mom, girlfriends, ex-girlfriends, anything. Go. If I got one, I missed it. They're gone. And that was an issue. That's right. Someone I dated for a little while didn't like the fact that I didn't validate the relationship through social media. So I said, I am protecting you. I'm somebody. I'm protecting you. Because what's going to happen if they find out you're YOLO's girl? They're going to try to get up in your DMs. And who knows? They might be successful and nail you. And all of a sudden they got one over on me. Oh, I nailed Alex's girl. It's crazy shit. Did that chick from My Sister Sam get killed by an obsessed fan who knew too much about her personal life? There you go. Foster's story was a cover. The guy got released last year, but it wasn't a cover. Hinckley shot Reagan. That was a Bush plot on the low, though. Hinckley was Bush's friend through Zapata oil. Oh, Jesus. Alex, I just wanted to make small talk and touch your calves. Stalkers are crazy. Yes, Ronald Reagan. What's with the pop-up ads? That's because you're poor and you don't pay for premium. Knocking on the camper door at 3 a.m. Be mad about it. Right. If you are sleeping in your... Okay, imagine you buy a $400,000 camper and stacker. And you're like, man, we just want to stay at the track with the fans. We just want to be next to the fans, and we're going to save a whole bunch of money by staying in the camper. And then motherfuckers are knocking on your door at 3 a.m. to get an autograph of their straw hat. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Crazy shit. So, yeah, I'm just trying to give you some advice. Alex, you're not posting my juicy lips on your page. Exactly. Checking in while I work. Watch later. Remember meeting you at PBH one day after a minute of watching your videos. Said what's up, thanked you for all the content, and kept it moving. That's the perfect way to do it. Ricardo Lopez was also a crazy stalker from the 90s. Reminds you of Nancy Kerrigan ordeal. No, Nancy Kerrigan had nothing to do with it. What? Nancy Kerrigan was... She wasn't stalked. Nancy Kerrigan was taken out of competition by... what's the girl's name? Nancy Kerrigan. Nancy Kerrigan. Drama. Tanya Harding. Yeah, Tanya Harding and her were like skating rivals, and she basically hired a hitman to bust her knee up before the Olympics or some shit, or before like the US trial. It was crazy. Missed the main topic of the live, but now we're talking about doxing stalkers. Exactly. Pop-up ads equals you're touching the wall. Dude belongs on the Sunday chat. Madonna had a stalker too. Relax, Alex. You're not that dude in blue. Gosh, thank God. Okay, so if you want accessible people, the dude in blue, Derek Barron. One, he doesn't fuck for free. Two, he drives to places to meet people. Like, I'm blown away by Derek Barron. He literally goes, what's up, y'all? Yo. Yo. What's up, y'all? This is Derek Barron. I'm going to be driving on the East Coast from November 12th to the 18th. I'm going to stop at Raleigh. Then we're going to stop at, I don't know, some other shithole. And then we're going to go back up to Charlotte. And after that, we're going to, check out Rad. You know, and I'm like, you are literally telling people where you're going to be? Tap in. Tap in and check out this heater. Tap in and check out this fucking heater, dog. I don't fuck for free. I'm like, bro, you are literally telling people where you're going to be at? Check me out. Hang out with me at Duffy's on 34th and 5th from 10 to 11:30 at night. Oh, my God. I would never tell anybody where I'm going to be ever. fuck that. Like, I didn't want to tell people I was going to be at World Cup. Good motherfucker gonna be like, oh, are there going to be a World Cup? And this guy, guess what happened at World Cup? I tuned a guy who has a 10R. He's a African-American gentleman. So he goes, hey, man. And he shakes my hand and he does one of these. Pulls me in and holds my hand until he finishes his sentence. He goes, man, I just want to tell you, man, I'm beating up all these tricky cars, bro. They ain't got shit on me because, man, Alex is out there, getting it done for the people. I'm like, he held onto my hand really fucking tight, as if to say, you're staying here until I say what I gotta say. And I'm like, yeah, congratulations on beating those cars. I hope your car's running well. Fucker. Who the hell? You think Derek has ops? No. I mean, U-Haul trucks. And Karens with eggs. Like, Derek Barron, his ops are like Karens with eggs and U-Haul trucks. Oh, shit. I don't think he has any ops. So social media, he was going to go to that spot to buy cookies for Durst Vibes right now. How about when Get That Automotive YouTuber became a rap god? Bro, he just killed it. Look. I love Derek. Because I like him. Actually, I genuinely like him. Do you have a playlist of songs? Do you have songs? The production's rap song. Oh, the come up. Oh, he's so hard, bro. Oh, coming at you a little.
Waiting for the I ain't sharing one thing.
I don't fuck for free.
I'ma keep on working till the sun up.
Shit.
Till I get my roadie and my chain. Yeah. Out in my life when I dropped out of class and fuck you to college, they scamming your ass and you don't even know what the fuck you there for. Government made you the puppet, you know.
You don't even know what you there for. Government made you the puppet, you don't. College is scamming your ass and you know. Government making your puppet, you know.
College, they scamming your ass and you don't even know what the fuck. Out in my life when I dropped out of class and fuck you to college, they scamming your ass and you don't even know.
Started my life when I dropped out of class and they're scamming your.
Yeah. Out in my life when I dropped out of class and fuck you to college, they scamming your ass and you.
Started my life when I dropped out of class and I fuck you to college, they're scamming your ass.
You don't even know what the fuck you there for.
You don't even know what you there for. What accent is that from? What part of Charlotte or what part of North Carolina, Virginia? You don't even know what you there for.
Government made you the puppet, you know.
Government made you the puppet, you know.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't even fuck for free. Shit!
But the only ones that stay on woke. Yeah. Please wear your mask, they gon' save you. Stupid motherfucker, that's a joke.
Oh! Bars, son! You know, he should, I'm okay if he's gonna, I'm okay if he charges girls to fuck him. He's spitting that hot fire. He's spitting that hot fire. You gotta love him. Look, one thing I'll never knock is his hustle. Earn, and iron, earn. Hey, Derek, where the fuck are you from? Government get in the scab and you know. When I start about 10 and I know. I don't even fuck for free. Yeah. Let's fast forward in the middle. See what
I don't give a fuck about any of you all. Speaking the truth, sometimes might hurt. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about a million or a murder. I'ma put them on a shirt.
Who are you putting on a shirt? I don't give a fuck about a million or...
Ain't nobody gonna save you.
What the fuck?
I don't give a fuck about a million or a murder. I'ma put them on a shirt.
I don't give a fuck about a million or a murder. I'm gonna put it on a shirt. Hey, wrong. Oh, good for him. Good for him. He's his rapping career's just about to take off. Sounds like you were doing a remix. Has to be around the Atlanta area. Who the fuck is this guy? He's the Godzilla of rap. Bro, we gotta we gotta drop a remix, Derek.
Thought I hater, he could choke on. Everybody waiting for the come up. I ain't sharing one thing.
What other songs you got? Where's the one where he raps for free or fucks for free? It's the what's that remix? It's I told you his ops are U-Haul trucks. Look, I wasn't kidding when I said his ops are U-Haul trucks. He should put like the U-Haul truck on a shirt, right? Look at his screen captures or whatever. There you go. U-Haul truck crash mines of Mach 1. It's got 84,000 views. Good for you, bro. Good, man. Good for you. There's nothing wrong with this kid. He's getting views. He's not going to tell people about the come up. I don't give a fuck about a thing. I started my life when I dropped out of high school, and college don't give a fuck about you. You're a puppet. Oh, that doesn't rhyme. It doesn't matter. The come up. Yo. Ski. Oh, bro. Drop the like and I'll catch replay later. I think he lives in metro area. He's putting Turvy on a shirt. You know, jealous. Someone clip this. Rapper sounds like Turvy. I think Turvy would probably be a good rapper. Like, Turvy would probably be like dropping bar, like stupid. But he'd have to, it'd take him 3 years to do it, to write like one verse. U-Haul equals Godzilla's. He raps like Turvy Wells, nothing but bars. Is this the time, the intro song to Stang Mode? Straight out of Springfield, bro. Straight out of Springfield is way better. Look, it's not even a battle. We can go bar for bar. Straight out of Springfield versus I Don't Fuck for Free. Let me see. I might get copyrighted because it's a NWA beat. So let's go bar for bar with Derek Barron. I mean, he's got better flow, but I just got better lyrics. I'm about the art.
In my chain. Yeah.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. Okay, let's start.
You are now about to witness the strength of street.
Oh, bro, my beat's harder. My beat's way fucking harder. You ain't got shit. I'm the YOLO train, son. Come on, I don't fuck for free. Let's go!
Straight out of Springfield, crazy motherfucker named
YOLO!
I do the 8
Cause I know homo! Okay. Bar for bar.
Everybody waiting for the come up. I ain't sharing one thing. Yeah. I'ma keep on working till the sun up. Till I get my rollie in my chain.
Okay, rolling in the chain, cool.
When I'm called on, I gotta come up. The sickest tunes, losers get hauled
Okay.
up. You too punk if you might love me. The bitches tunes.
Well, haven't getting pussy. Oh, come on.
Doubt in my life when I dropped out of class and a fuck you to college. They scamming your ass and you don't even know what the fuck you there for.
You don't even know what fuck you there for.
Up the ass, that down Jonah. Other tuners don't offer ass, no doubt. Super cool tuner, this my fucking tool. Don't act like a motherfucking fool.
Okay, let's go.
Government made you the puppet, you know. Ain't nobody gonna tell you, but the only ones that stay on woke. Yeah. Please wear your mask, that gon' save you. Stupid motherfucker, that's a joke.
Oh, son.
Buy my shit, it's fucking legit. Load it up, go to town, let it fit.
Okay, I win. It's not even close. Bro, it's a runaway hit. Oh, we're gonna have to bring YOLO out of retirement and make more rap songs. God, that's gonna be so much work if I do that. And the thing is, I have so much more material now. I'm gonna have to drop some bars on Derek and let him know that I also do not fuck for free. So the dude had a Gun It mask on. He had a Gun It mask. I thought it was G Unit. Why did I think it was G Unit? It's Gun It. Oh, let me just pause. Let me see. He had a Gun It mask? I thought it was G Unit. I gave him too much credit. Let me see. Oh, wait. I thought it was G Unit, not Gun It. Let me see. What to say here? Got to grind? 9 to grind. It says 9 to grind. That's his brand. 9 to grind. It doesn't say Gun It. It says 9 to grind. Come on, man. He wouldn't do some dumb shit like that. That guy's about that life. Come on, stop it, bro. Gun It mask. Unreal. All right, thanks, Alex Dixon. You got it. Look, I'm here to make you guys laugh. Okay, look. If anything, this show enlightens you a little bit, lets you know the news. We have some fun. We talk some shit, and then you laugh. And that's what I want to do. I just want to entertain you on a Tuesday night. That's all I want to do. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Maybe come up with a couple of bars, some rap songs. Maybe I get a ghostwriter like Drake. Hey, anybody out there ghostwrite? You know, we can collaborate. You know, I can make some original beat shit. I can make beats. I could just get some royalty-free beats, and I can make a fake beef to like make it look like I'm beefing with Derek and all them. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna be on Thursday. That's right. Thursday gonna be on. Do some YDBT Daily. We'll talk about whatever the hell comes up between then. Tomorrow I'll be at a dating channel. So 8 o'clock, 8 to 9, dating channel. Get back on the regular schedule. Come December, I might do 4 giveaways. I want to do 1 giveaway a week. It's going to be a good-sized giveaway. So be on the lookout for that. I got to find a way of making it fair for everyone. Obviously, I'm going to prioritize the members. So 4 giveaways in December. Good-sized ones, at least minimum $500 value giveaway, whether it's straight money. I know you can't really do that because it's a sweepstakes law shit, but I'll just say I'm going to give you stuff. And it'd probably be something like the most likes, most comment likes, or the first person to comment on the chat or whatever, or the 8th person to comment on the chat. I'll make it super random so that people don't think I'm gaming the system. All right, guys, have a good rest of your night. I'll see you guys either Thursday or some of you on the dating channel tomorrow at 8 o'clock on the other side. Have a good rest of your night. See you guys later. Bye.